Okay. Kapitel 5. So, chapter 5. Okay. To start off with, we are going to go through months. Okay. So to say month, you would say der Monat. Everybody try that. Der Monat.
Der Monat.
Okay. Plural is die Monate. Okay. That means month. I think we may have done these before. Did we do these? No?
I think you said something about it.
We may have talked about them briefly. Okay. So, here we go. We're going in order for ease. Okay, try that one. Januar.
Januar.
So, Jan, like I'm tired, so I yawn. Okay. Is it obvious what month that is? Okay, good. Add a Y for the English, in case you're confused. Okay. So, pronunciation-wise, Januar. Or something. Something along that line. Jan. Its big thing is that it's not Januar or something. Okay. Try that one. Februar. Okay. Same spelling as in English, except there's no Y. So if you didn't know that there's an R after the B, now you've learned something about English too.
I actually never knew that either.
You didn't know.
I'd say a third of the class traditionally every year has no idea that there's an R there.
I just randomly spelled it like that.
Hey, the line is the same thing as two dots. Okay, so try that one. März. Okay. So mer.
A line?
Over the A. It's umlauts. The line is just. It's lazy person umlauts.
Oh, because I actually put a line on top of it. Dang it.
Okay. Noticing that months are not too hard yet? Try that one. April. Okay, so it's more April. Can we move on to the next slide? Okay, try that one. Mai. Okay, and that's May, but it's just pronounced Mai. Just in case. Okay. This one is pronounced uni. Okay. Try that one. Uni. Okay. They're all capitalized, just like our months are. Yep. Okay. They sometimes will call this one, instead of uni, they call it Juno. Like Juno, but with a Y instead. Juno. Okay. And the reason is because Juli and Juni sound so much alike. Have we talked about the two and three? Zwei and drei and zwei. Okay, I'll explain that in a second. So Juli is July. Okay. So the reason is because on a loudspeaker or something like that, for example, they sound so similar, or over the phone. So to differentiate between the two, they'll call June Juno sometimes, so that it doesn't sound like Juli. Like, I'm leaving on the 15th of, so 15. Juli sounds very similar to 15. Juni. Okay, so they'll say 15. Juno, or something like that if it's not clear. So they do something similar, because zwei and drei over loudspeakers on the phone, stuff like that, sound very similar. So sometimes they say zwei, which is when you guys were doing the boards and you had them face down and it'd say drei, zwei, eins. Zwei was a legitimate word. It wasn't like I was mispronouncing zwei. So it's something that they use.
I never noticed you said that too.
Mm-hmm. Not everybody does. Usually the people who do are a little too scared to ask why. Okay, moving on. Okay, spelling's the same. Okay, but it's, I don't know how to say it. It's more German sounding. August. So, what's the movie? Willy Wonka? And the Augustus, whatever that mom, whatever the kid's name is. Something like that, though, isn't it? Okay, so August, August. August. Okay. Okay, try that one. September. Okay, notice it's spelled the same. A lot of people accidentally flip-flop the R and the E on a lot of the ones in German for some reason. The only difference is that it sounds like September.
Wait, spell is the same, right?
It's spelled the same. It's identical. But it's pronounced Z instead of S. It's like a Z instead of an S. Okay? Move on to the next one. All right. If we're going to Germanify October, what do you think you'd do to it? Add a K instead of a C. Yes. Otherwise, it's the same. Okay, so try that one. October. Okay. November is the same. Try November. And December is very similar. Instead of a C, this time it's a Z. Try December. 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 Okay. And in Minnesota, October, September. They all work in Minnesota because it's cold all the time, except for the summer. And even then, sometimes. Okay. It depends on the day. Okay. So, moving on. Okay. Do you recognize this part? What does that mean? Years. Good. Zeit is the word for time. Traditionally, how it goes is if you're combining words like that, you say time of year. What does it mean? Season. All right, try that one. Die Jahreszeit. Yeah, so that is a season. By the way, before I forget, when you are doing in any of the months, all you have to do is do im and then the month. And that's it. So im Januar, im Februar, im März, im April, whatever it is. Okay? Moving on. So the seasons, they work the same way. So you do the im and then the season. They're all dare words. They don't usually use the dirty das word with these, but they're all dare words. Same as the months. Okay? We're going to start super hard, so make sure you're focusing. How would you say it? Winter, yeah. Never try. Im Winter. Good. How would you say that one? Sommer. Everybody try. Im Sommer. Okay. How many Frozen fans do we have here? A couple. That song, In Summer. That one. They just changed it to Im Sommer. It works. Okay. Oh, also to clarify, for purposes of this class, we consider December, Januar, and February to be winter.
What about February? Or not February, November.
For the purposes of this class, we consider December, Januar, and February. It's supposed to be, and Minnesota's weird, but it's supposed to be 3 months per season. Those are the traditional months of winter. Yeah, I know. We have winter, summer, and road construction. Yeah, that's pretty much. Actually, just winter and road construction. Okay, so Zomar, which 3 months would we count as summer? Okay, June, July, August. Now, how do you say them in German? Juni? Yep, Juni, Juli, and August. You got it. Okay. This one is pronounced Herbst. Okay, try that one. Herbst.
Herbst.
Okay. This is the fall or autumn. Okay. So what months would count as fall? September, October, and November. How's that? English is going well then? Alright, and the last season. Umlauts over that U, in case you can't see them all. Frühling. Hey, try that one. Frühling.
Frühling.
Okay. And that leaves us with which months for Frühling?
March, April, May.
Okay, March, April, May. Wie sagt man March, April, May auf Deutsch? März. Not the same thing. Okay, so we've got March. What's the next one? April. Mai. Good. Okay. This chapter is all about this. How would you say that? Das Wetter. What do you think that means? The weather. Huh? Okay, so here's your first phrase. Try this one. Wie ist das Wetter heute? What do you think that means? Yeah, so we would say, what's the weather like? But they would say, how is the weather today? So you could certainly ask, wie ist das Wetter? Without the heute at the end. But and just very quickly for your reference, temperature conversion. So if you're trying to figure out Fahrenheit, take degrees in Celsius, multiply it by 9/5, okay, and then you add 32. So essentially take Celsius, so if it was 2, the general estimate is you double it and add 32. So 2. So if it was 2 degrees Celsius, double it, so 4, and add 32, now you got 36. It's a general ballpark of the temperature that it would be in Fahrenheit. So if you're not all about multiplying by fractions and stuff like that. Okay. To go the other way around, figure out Celsius, if you already have the Fahrenheit, take Fahrenheit minus 32, okay, and you multiply it by 5/9. So essentially taking it and dividing it in half. So if it was 100, and you subtract 32, what does that leave you with?
68.
Good. And then you take 68 and divide it by half, and that'll give you?
34.
Yeah, so roughly 34. Okay. So in this class, you won't need to be able to do exact, you won't have to memorize that, but it's a good thing to know, just in general. Okay. I would write it down, yeah. Because you will need to, for a project that's coming up, that I'm assigning on Monday, you'll need to be able to give temperatures in Celsius. You will need to give temperatures in Celsius, but you won't have to do it on the test. is really what it comes. So it's not something you need to memorize, but you need to be able to use the formulas.
So
I was supposed to come up with geometry last year, and then I believe my chemistry class this year, because we're measuring Celsius instead of Fahrenheit.
So it is useful for other classes too, not just this one. Good to know.
so could we double it for the project, or do we have to use?
Moving on. So, basic ways to answer the question, wie ist das Wetter heute? Okay. You would say it is, and then an adjective to describe the weather. So, wie sagt man, it is? Es ist. Gut. Okay, so we're going to do a bunch of different adjectives here. Es ist, and then you fill in the blank with an adjective. Okay. Some of these are going to be super simple. Some a little bit harder. The ones that I'm giving you today, you're responsible for knowing for the test. There are other ones that you will receive when you get your project description. I'll have more on there that are a little bit more complicated, but you don't need to know for the test. So that's why we're separating them up that way. Okay? So here we go. Things that you could fill in that blank. How do you say that? Kalt. What does it mean? Cold. Next one. Well, that's a great M. How do you say that one in German? Warm. And what's it mean? Warm. Doing okay so far? Mm-hmm. How do you say that word? Heiß. Yeah, without the E or the T or the EN ending or whatever, it means something different. What do you think heiß means? Hot.
I don't know.
It was a logical guess. Yeah.
Give me mine first.
Was there umlauts over the U? Try that one. Cool. Okay. What do you think it means?
Human. Hey, shut up. That's not nice.
Still recording. Okay, so it means cool. You do not use that word describing something that is cool, like awesome, like that kind of a cool. That word for cool is just cool. Okay? One thing of note, if you're talking about, if you're trying to say I am hot or I am cold or whatever, in English we just say it that way, I am blah blah blah. Okay? In German you would say mir ist, and then whatever it is. So literally, it is cold to me, or whatever. Okay? So be aware of that. Here we go. Moving on. More that you can put in there. So you could still say es ist, and then this word. How would you say that one in German? Windig.
My bad.
Okay? And what does that mean? Windy. You could also be super generic. Okay, that's umlauts over the O. How would you say that? Schön. Everybody try. Schön. Okay, so it's pronounced schön. Okay? And that means nice, pretty, beautiful. It means all of those. Okay? A lot of people accidentally say this instead and get the two confused. Schon means already. So be careful on that one. What about bad? Wie sagt man bad? Like it's gross outside. Bad. Not schwer, that's hard or difficult. Schlecht. Good. Okay, so das ist schlecht. I'll do one more for now. Okay. How would you say that one? Heiter. Heiter. Yeah, the I second, so you pronounce the I. So we try that one. Heiter. Okay, means clear or fair. Oh, let's do one more. This is another good useful one. Sorry. How would you say that one? Sonnig. Good. And what does that mean? Sunny. We have a few more, but I want you to draw a line in some way, shape, or form on your notes. Separate it because these are ones that now use a verb. So that you're not going to use the ist anymore because you're going to say it is raining, it's snowing, whatever, things like that. So now we're going to be dealing with verbs. But people commonly mess this up by saying es ist and then whatever. But the ist is already in the verb. So these are not filling in the blank from previously. Okay? So, for example, es, try that one. Es regnet. What do you think that means? Mm-hmm. So, it is raining. So if you're going to say it is rainy, that's an adjective. So then that would go with the other one. But this is a verb. So regnet is a verb. You will not need to be able to conjugate that any other way because it's always just it with raining. It's not like they are raining. And you can't say it's raining cats and dogs, stuff like that. No, it doesn't work. Cats and dogs literally falling from the sky. Not a good idea. Watch your spelling carefully on this one, please. Make sure that N goes right after the H. We'll see why in just a few minutes here. Try that one. Es schneit. One more time. Es schneit. Okay. It is snowing. And this is the reason you're careful on the other one. See how the N just moved a couple letters away? Okay, changes the meaning of the word, right? So try that one. Die Sonne scheint. What do you think that means?
The sun is shining.
Good. The sun is shining, or the sun shines. Mm-hmm.
Do you want the S to be capital?
Yep. So inevitably every year there's somebody who puts that N in the wrong spot and gets those mixed up. So on the test they'll accidentally say the sun is snowing or something like that. Sun doesn't snow. Sorry. Don't get creative. Okay. Fragen?
No. 9.
9. Okay.